Timid Rat for CastCraFtAu for the current tournament we have running, and this is game 2 of Pool D, with the players being Darkstar here up in the northeastern corner as the purple Zerg, and in the southwestern corner we have Amagusa as the orange Protoss. So as I said, this is game 2 in the best of 3. Amagusa is currently up 1-0. The first map was Metalopolis, and Amagusa did a fake forge fast expand, an FFFE, and he went and teched behind that into Blink Stalkers and took down natural expansion of Darkstar, and it was pretty effective. Darkstar didn't see it coming. He couldn't get in there because he did have those cannons up, so he never actually got to scout inside the base, so he was quite behind for most of the game. But on to this number 2 game, we have Darkstar and Amagusa playing this one on Shakira's Plateau. Shakira's Plateau, very popular map, very popular in the 1 vs 1 ladder, and it is, of course, cross positions, as you can see. Particularly like cross positions, especially as Protoss. It gives you a bit of time to get this wall up here, and also the size of the map prevents most Zerg from trying out anything like a 6 pull on you if you are doing that. But as you see, the forge going down first again for Amagusa, and we will see this time if he does fake it or if he actually pulls it through and goes for the natural expansion. He sees the drone coming up here up the ramp. He will get a full vision of Amagusa's base, but unfortunately there isn't much to see at the moment. Of course, that gateway going down again, and it so far looks exactly like what he was doing before. So over to Darkstar. Here we have the spawning pool just about to pop. We should see some lings come out and try to break through that wall, but I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe he'll just use them for scouting. He needs to be able to control this. Yeah, there he is. He's picked it up now. He's going to go back in. He probably realizes that he's about to lose this probe, so he's going to go back in and have a look at the timings and see exactly what's finished. He's got a bit of a wayward point there going, but look, he's trying his hardest to stop him. Darkstar is, and unfortunately he has seen the Roach Warren, and I'm not sure if he actually saw that the spawning pool had finished, but he should know by now that without an expansion down here would be up, and he should have lings on the way. But at this point, it looks like pretty much an all-in from Darkstar here with roaches and lings. Probably coming up, just realizing, wow, it's a lag there. Holy hell, computer doing a bit of lagging there. Anyway, back to the game. We have Amagusa down here. He's actually gone for his natural expansion this time, which is something different. Good to see from the last game, putting his cybercore down there at the front. And back over to Darkstar, we see 2 roaches coming out, and still doing half-half on the army/drones. So not fully committing to this all-in just yet, but getting a few roaches out just for starters. He will be able to push this wall a fair bit if he does push now with the 5 or 6 roaches that he's bringing out. So just doing a check there for proxy pylons. You can see him just going around. There's a probe. I think he went for a bit of a scout. I don't think he saw too much because he saw those roaches, but these other roaches coming out right now, and a few drones behind that going into the economy of Darkstar. But we have back over here at Amagusa's base just a single zealot coming out to replace this probe over here as a bit more of a stable wall than that probe, as it'll get 2-shot by the drones, by the roaches even. So we are slowly getting there, but we will see a bit of a push out from Darkstar quite soon. He's got a few more roaches coming out. These roaches, of course, 0-0 and no speed as well. But yeah, he doesn't have any upgrades going either, so he's just going to make a bit of a push here. Don't think it's going to be an all-in. Doesn't look like it because he doesn't have any lings with it to take the brunt of the cannon damage, but anyway, we will see exactly what happens. He's got a pretty good chance here, but he has to be taking out these cannons. They are very good against cannons, roaches, and he's just stopping here mid game and mid thing, and looks like he's doing a little bit of a mistake here. Something that I fell into in my early games was expanding when attacking. It actually is a very bad idea to do, especially if you're attacking like this. And he's just going straight for the pylon, not actually going. Wow, he's got it and just going straight in behind the mineral line and going to try and take everything out here, I think. Which is a pretty good move, actually. Actually turned out to be really cost effective, losing quite a few drones there. He lost just lost 7 drones, 8 now, possibly 9, but it looks like he's going to be doing a bit of attacking on this note. He's just going to be trying to take out the pylons here, and yeah, I'm a little confused as to what he's actually wanting to do, but I think he's just going to be hitting away at this Nexus and trying to destroy itself. But Amagusa is chrono boosting out Stalker there. I'm not exactly sure why he doesn't have his warp gates up. He's got another pylon down there. He's got we have an immortal out just here, and of course these roaches are going to go down, but they have caused quite a lot of damage. They've taken down, let me see, 18 workers. That is pretty epic. A very substantial hit to the economy of Amagusa, and behind it, if you have seen, and if you're paying attention to the minimap, unlike me, Darkstar here has expanded twice. Double expand, very cheeky move here, and he needs to get some of these drones. There we go, some of those drones coming off. Had a bit of an oversaturation there, but now that he has 2 bases extra up, he can change the drones from there and there, and wow, a double expansion. And that would have worked extremely well if he actually took this Nexus out, but still, he has done quite a bit of damage, taken out 18 probes, of course, as we saw. And behind that, he is getting his lair tech up, as well as metabolic boost, and 18 Zerglings just about on the way. So it looks like he's just going to be having a bit of a macro game for a few minutes with those Zerglings, just to have map control. The Observer coming in for Amagusa. He's only going to see this first base there. Not actually going to see too much, but if he might actually get what's going on, if he sees those Zerglings coming up from the south there, he might move his Observer down and find that third base, and realize that he has to act pretty quickly. So back here at Amagusa's base, not much going on, few idle probes, but that happens to the best of us. We've got a robotics bay going down, so it looks like he wants to be going, after seeing these few Zerglings, go for a Colossus or 2, and he's not mining from any gas from that one, but he's max on his main. He needs to swap a few more drones out to his expansion from his main, so he doesn't mine out his main too much, and he does have something to fall back on a bit later in the game. The Observer doing its rounds, seeing quite a bit, actually getting most things, and would saw the Nidus network going down, I believe. Let's see, he did. I'm not sure if he actually picked up on it, but it'd be an interesting thing. We've got mass lings here. I think we have, well, we've got quite a few lings, that's all I'm going to say. But he's just going to be doing a little map control with these lings. Pretty sure he's going to send them up here. No, he's just going to be sitting them there in the corner. Yep, there he goes. So I think he might be going to try and push the wall, but he's not going to get far. Of course, yeah. Very good control from Darkstar there, not to lose too many, but also not to be tempted to actually just go in and try and kill that wall, because it would have been very uncost effective. Still at this point, Amagusa unaware of the third base there, so but I'm sure he knows something's going on with all these lings there, but he's got everything loading into this Nidus work very slowly, but there we go, the Nidus worm is up. I didn't actually hear that before, but this is going to be interesting if he Can't actually see it. He can see it now, and he knows it's in the corner, but he's going to get into this middle line and not do some damage at all. It's so very close, but he needs to keep these links together just to take out this Colossus and a lot of the pros, but actually needs to get some roaches in here. That'd be much better. Those links just getting sacrificed by that Colossus. Can't do anything at all. Needs to run them away. They do have the speed so he can outrun them, but the Colossus, yeah, they'll get another Colossus out, and the range upgrade isn't quite done, but still it's pretty close. And the next attack with the Zergling, if he does decide to Nidus Worm that, is not going to be so effective. Wow, let's say we've got 8 Hydras come out here, and going to be attacking. No, I thought he might actually go for the Colossus straight away, because that would be a very cost-effective move if he did. I don't know what he's doing at the moment. He looks like he's just scouting the base. Not exactly sure what anyone's doing. Amagusa was just waiting for his thermal lance upgrade to finish, so he actually has a range on these Hydralisks, and it is devastating. And wow, popping out a few more Hydras there at the end, but I don't think it's going to be enough, or it's going to be very cost effective. Those Hydras absolutely destroying those Colossus absolutely destroying those Hydras there, and the Nidus Worm finally goes down, but that was not as effective as it should have been, or it could have been. Those Lings unfortunately running into those Colossus, which came out right in time, and Thermal Lance upgrade finishing perfectly on time. So back to the drawing board for Darkstar, I believe, and yeah, we will see exactly what happens. Looks like a bit of an army, mostly Colossus heavy, with his supply blocked here as well, and mostly Colossus heavy for Amagusa. He's going to get a push on very soon, I believe. He's running well, pretty big on drones at the natural. He's probably oversaturated there, but that's alright. He needs to move a few back here. So this Colossus heavy army probably push out very soon. I know that he still doesn't know about this third base, but he actually has a much more powerful army at the moment. Well, did anyway. We see some mutas coming out for Darkstar there, 5 mutas in total, doing it for just for a bit of damage against those Colossus, and quite a number of Lings there. It's an interesting choice that he is actually bringing out those Lings, even though they have those Colossus out, and he knows that there are more than 2 out there at the moment. Just a bit of a safety precaution here for Amagusa in case those mutas do come around, which they are. He's just putting a few cannons up, as you can see, just to the back here. Because when you take into Colossus and your enemy sees that, there's a 100% chance, or at least a 95% chance, that your opponent is going to go some form of air to stop that, because obviously Colossus can be attacked by air and cannot attack them back. So, interesting flight path here for the mutas, just doing a bit of flying around in circles, not exactly sure what they're doing. Bit of a strange flight path there, but anyway, back to the army of Darkstar, just sitting here for the moment, guarding the bases. Looks like we got a 4th base going down for Darkstar, and what else do we have? We have 5 Corruptors just popping out now, so they will also be very good against those Colossus, as well as a few Roaches there. And if we go back to the army of Amagusa, we see that he's +1 on the armor. Or is that +1/+1? There we go. And he also has +1 shields coming out as well. So that will be very, very helpful against those Hydras especially. But as we see, Darkstar's army moving into position here, looking like he wants to take his army straight to the front of Amagusa's base and take him head on. At the moment, with the composition that he has, and if he gets it right in the right position, he can actually do a lot of damage. But wow, we're moving out now with the Colossus. He needs to move in right now with the rest of his army just to get it. Those mutas don't want to be sacrificed because they're doing so much damage to that Colossus. Come on, Darkstar, get that army going. No, he's not. He had it in such a nice position there too as well. Those Colossus getting a really good position there up against the wall, not being able to get the entire surround, but these Colossus are going to go down to these Corruptors. No, he didn't quite get there. Looks like he lost a lot of Zerglings in that battle with the Thermal Lance and the +1 from the Colossus. So Amagusa holding that off nicely, in a little bit of trouble here, but he's warping in a few more units, and he will get the supply count back very, very slowly. But wow, everything patrolling, doing a bit of patrolling there. It kind of looks a bit messy, but I suppose it's a good way to keep fit. I'm not exactly sure why you put that in patrol. But yeah, we need to go back to the drawing board here for Darkstar and see exactly what he's going to bring out. He looks like he's just bringing out more Corruptors and a few more Roaches into the fray. Everything streaming in, everything being waypointed to this point, and make sure he's controlling his army. He's got to do a really good job on those Colossus. If he gets most of those Colossus down, he's got a very nice concave here, and wow, there's just so many Colossus. There was 4 Colossus. There's still 4. No, there's 3 now, but there was 4 before. Looks like this is going to be a pretty even fight, actually. These Colossus are all going to go down to the Corruptors, but the stock is just going to be too much for those Roaches in the end. So, of course, Darkstar with the ability to actually get his army up to max a lot faster than the Protoss player, especially on 4 bases as well. And aside from that, it looks like the minerals are running pretty low for Amagusa, so he does have to move out, or has to re-expand quite soon. Otherwise there's not going to be much left for him in this game. Those Roaches streaming in. It's an interesting choice that he is still going with those Roaches, but a few Hydralisks and Lings in there. It looks like he's got a nice little mix. Kind of looks like the introduction to a movie, a StarCraft movie with just a lot of everything coming in. See this army getting really maxed well, and a lot of Stalkers coming in, but his army is just separate. It's running it away, running it the wrong way. Those Stalkers have blink now, so they're able to blink into those Roaches, and actually wasn't such a good idea in the end. But this Colossus, no, he's not actually going to take that Colossus out. Interesting choice. I thought he might chase down and kill that, because that would have been a massive blow for Amagusa if he lost that. So we have to control the army here for Darkstar, make sure it doesn't get... Whoops, there we go. So we've got a bit of a Stalker warp gate warp here, and as long as we can control the blink, as we saw in last game, he did some really nice blink micro for that, and it looks like he's going to be doing that again. That Colossus going down, of course, and no, the Stalker's just way too much. I think, yeah, he got +2 now, +2, and unfortunately the Roaches here don't actually have anything at all, no +1 or anything, so they are severely disadvantaged compared to these Stalkers. And we have a lot more Stalkers, as you can see. Amagusa actually likes and loves his Stalkers, with Blink especially. He does micro them very well, and well, as we've seen in the last 2 games, he's used them very effectively, and it's just proved to be an absolute devastating army for against Darkstar. He's tried everything in this game, pretty much everything anyway, and looks like he's going to be outrun again. It is practically the last push from Amagusa. He is running out of minerals. He's got none at his main, and he's got no minerals left at his expansion, so this has to be an all-in for Amagusa. So he does have 1,500 minerals behind him. That only accounts for 1 round of 8 gates warp in for Stalkers. So if he can produce enough Lings or enough Hydralisks out of these few bases that he actually has, then he can take this army out, he will have a good chance to actually win this game, but he wouldn't know that. He wouldn't know that in the end. He'd just be concentrating on actually not losing everything that he has at the moment. But looks like he's pulling out 9 Hydralisks against like 20 odd, possibly even 30 odd Stalkers is not going to be near enough. But look, wow, we have actually quite a few meters on the board, and wow, he could have actually done a little bit of a base race there with those meters, but getting it stuck out of position, especially with that blink, they are so very ineffective. Those meters going down, 4 left, few with half health, but they're not going to be able to do anything to this Stalker ball here. As you see, Joey Amagusa here has not done anything at all to expand his base. He's just hoping this is all in, hoping he can take everything out. Force the GG from Darkstar. 4 Hydras. 4 Hydras going down there. A lot of the main tech is going to go down. The Hive is just about to explode. There it goes. Blows up right in your face. And I wonder if he's going to actually go for it and try and remax everything down here and make a bit of a wall. He does have 1,000 minerals, and possibly a good idea right now would be to put a few spine crawlers down and hope that Amagusa doesn't go and expand. He can keep track of the expansions here with these few meters that he has out, and yeah, if he can do that, and if he manages to keep Amagusa in the dark from what is going on in the rest of the map, then he can actually take this down. But looks like he's getting a bit of an army together here again. I don't think he's going to do much to this Stalker ball unless he catches him out of position without control, but the Stalker's just going to walk straight in, blink right over the top of those drones. Possibly not need to, just do a bit of blink micro back on the ramp, and this will be the game very, very shortly. Obviously you can't, yeah, those very nice blink micros. It works really well, and used it to perfection in these games. So looks like Amagusa will be taking this game down. Darkstar unable to actually do anything at the end there to salvage it. It was very good pushing from Darkstar, but unfortunately he couldn't quite get through the wall of Amagusa. So we see the last little Ling army coming out here to take on the Stalkers, but if they even get one, then you can break my leg, because I don't think this will actually happen. Maybe he wants to run a by. No, he's actually going to get one. He did. He got one. Alright, I take it back. So that is the game there. For Amagusa taking the series 2-0, and Darkstar there being formal, saying well played, and leading the game. So, as we see, Amagusa taking down Darkstar in round 1 of Pool D, and this is one of the many matches to come from Pool D and from the rest of the tournaments. Of course, in about 2 weeks' time we will be walking into our elimination round, so that is going to prove to be the most exciting part. There is a losers bracket and a winners bracket, so we will have maximum amount of games for everybody. The prize pool will be announced very soon as well, and aside from that, we will see you guys in the other games. Please watch us and enjoy. This has been Timidrat for CastCraFtAu.